This will be episode 14. My trip to Phoenix. There's really not a lot to report. Or I didn't take a lot of video and pictures and stuff like that. It was more of a little time to relax. It was a long 3 weeks there, 2.5 weeks. I mean, I'm pretty sure I drove somewhere between 48 and 5,800 miles, something like that. And I got to do it all again. I got at least 2,800 minimum if I go straight through back to home, and I'm definitely, that's not the route. So Phoenix, I stopped there to visit my aunt and uncle, my dad's brother. It was an emotional week for me, at least. I've never been out there, mainly because I'm afraid to fly, which I'd like to get over, but it's tough. But it was nice to get there. A tough week. Being told that a lot like my dad and stuff like that hasn't been easy. Not like I haven't heard it before, but it's hard. You pay a little more attention to it now, I guess. I don't know. Played some golf. Some good golf, some bad golf, but that's golf. And mainly it was sort of a time to reflect, and it was really, actually, it was just tough. It was a tough few days there. Thought a lot about my dad. I keep replaying the last few days of his life, and it's one thing that still kind of haunts me. Still hasn't gone away, and it's just probably the most. I mean, I honestly hope I never have to go through anything that difficult again in my life, because I honestly don't know if I could do it again. To do it with somebody else. It's, my grandfather died pretty slow and, miserable death, and then my dad. And I've been fortunate not to have too much death in my family, but the two I have pretty much taken all the life out of me. And I was hoping this trip sort of brought some of it back, kind of brought me back out of my shell. But it's had its moments, driving down the highway, just thinking about all the stories I have to tell, and then realizing that at least I don't have my dad to tell them to. It's tough because he was always the one telling me the stories of all his travels and business and golf and all that. And then out on the golf course, as well, it makes it tough, but I'm thankful that I have this opportunity, and hopefully it helps me in some way. Can't say when I get home it's going to be any easier, but I hope there's some sort of closure. Even if it's just a step in the right direction, because with what I went through, I'm honestly not sure when, how it's even going to be possible for me to move on. It was just a lot. It took a lot out of me, and I guess I'm trying to find something. I haven't figured it out yet, but we'll get there hopefully. And I appreciate everybody that's watched, followed along. And I wish this episode was a little more exciting, but they can't all be winners.